So it looks like Nicki Minaj was not tripping when she said these new rap girls are still in her style because she and Ice Spice just got into it after Ice was caught stealing her whole style. And for the first time, people are actually on Nicki's side. Ice has been constantly trying to get Nicki's attention ever since her ex-best friend Baby Storm leaked a private DMs of her talking trash about Nicki and even claiming that Nicki was jealous of her. Nicki cut her off after this, and ever since then, she's been intentionally doing some very shady things to bait Nicki into having trouble with her so she can have her Nicki versus Meg moment now. For those of y'all who ain't caught up on all the drama between Ice and Nicki, it all started a few months ago when Ice's best friend Baby Storm posted a series of screenshots outing Ice for saying some real nasty things about Nicki. Ice was comparing Nicki to her mom, saying that Nicki was ungrateful and delusional. The reason why she was calling her ungrateful and delusional is because, according to her, the producers of Barbie offered for her to do the Barbie soundtrack first, but she decided to give Nicki the chance to be on the song because Nicki's entire brand revolved around being a Barbie, so she felt like she would be a good addition to the song. She said, "We're about to put out another record in June for the Barbie soundtrack, which is an opportunity I brought her because Barbie asked me to do it alone. But since that's her brand, I invited her on, and she doesn't even see that as me bringing her something. She's kind of like my mom, ungrateful and delusional. I cut her off, by the way, not speaking of her till January. I think she's jealous that I own all my masters, but the gag is the song was actually offered to Nicki first, not Ice Spice. Apparently they've been trying to get Nicki to do the Barbie soundtrack for years, and she kept turning it down because she didn't like the samples they would sending. The producers of Barbie decided to give it to Ice in hopes that she'll be able to get Nicki on the song, and that's exactly what happened. In fact, the music supervisor for the Barbie movie, who was in charge of selecting the artists who feature on the film soundtrack, explicitly said in an interview that he did all the way back in July of 2023. They always wanted Nicki Minaj, but clearly Ice didn't know this, and she thought she was doing Nicki a favor when she was really just a middleman to get Nicki to be on the soundtrack. You cannot make this up. What made these screenshots even more upsetting to Nicki was that just a few weeks before Baby Storm leaked him, Ice was already getting dragged by Nicki's fans after she shared a photo of her with Cardi B. Not only that, but Nicki and her fans were also giving her the side eye after Kanye revealed on his Instagram stories that Ice had recorded a verse for his song New Body as a backup for Nicki's verse after Nicki refused to clear her verse for the song. However, after word got out that Ice had gone behind Nicki's back to submit her verse as a replacement, Ice's team suddenly pulled back at the last minute. A lot of people called this a snake and accused her of using Nicki to get a hit. So as you can see, she was already getting on people's nerves with the shady things that she was doing, so y'all can already imagine just how livid people were when Baby Storm put these DMs on Bless. Initially, Ice was acting unbothered by the whole thing.
For the first time in person, I was like at her studio and she was like doing her glam and stuff, and
Were you
then
nervous?
I was nervous,
Yeah,
but I was like chilling. I was like nervous to get there. Once I got there, I was like, okay, I'm chilling. But then I heard her like say something, and then I got nervous. And then she came out, right?
Yeah.
And I was fine, but she came out and she looked at like my manager James and like Riot and stuff and my photographer and everything, and then she came at me. And when she came to me
Wow.
and she hugged me, I started crying because it just felt like I cried, but I walked away. Like I didn't say anything to her. I was just like, and I just walked away because I was just like, bro, like just the journey. Like, you know, I love Nicki and like meeting her was great and everything. But for me, it also just mostly felt like this is a full circle moment.
Right.
Like this is crazy.
Right.
Like I'm really here.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like little me is screaming.
That kid who listened to music and felt that music and made you realize anything was possible, you reached one of your destinations.
Yes. And it felt like such an accomplishment meeting her, like in a way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of course so many girls look up to her and want to do that, but it's just like for you to do it, it's just crazy.
Yeah, but you felt it in a moment and turned it into something tangible.
Because she underestimated just how much difference Nicki's fans supporting her music made. But after these last two projects flopped, she's now realizing in that whatever chance she had of talking things out with Nicki is gone forever. So now she's rage baiting Nicki into some sort of feud. People started accusing her of trying to get Nicki to feud with her when she posted a video of herself previewing her new song Feb. but she completely ripped off Nicki's flow for her song Shane, Hi, and her cover to Chirac, and people were quick to notice it even in her mannerisms in the video were giving very much Nicki. At first people thought she was trying to pay a mod to Nicki, but other people weren't having it and they dragged her for filth, like this person who said, "Alright Barbs, this is a moment to shine, y'all be in these comments every day about people copying Nicki. If this ain't a clear copy and paste, I don't know what is." Another person said she must have took Nicki's team or something because this is clearly from the Nicki playbook, where the Barbs that though, despite all the backlash, I still kept going, and she even fueled the copy C rumors when she finally released the song. The Nicki influence was clear as day on the entire song, but as usual Ice was refusing to give credit to Nicki. Instead, she tried to steal it and pass it off as her own. There was a video that Isis posted of herself rapping along to her new song, and people could not help but notice how similar her outfit was to what Nicki wore in the Itty Bitty Piggy music video. Around that time, Nicki used to have his real unique style of dressing where she would wear a real tight crop top and have the upper part of her bra showing, and guess what, that's exactly how Ice was dressed in this video too. One person said, "Yep, it's giving Itty Bitty Piggy Nicki vibes, especially off the bra." Someone else said, "Definitely Itty Bitty Piggy Nicki vibes, just without the sparse bangs." Y'all, it got so bad that even Aaliyah Banks had to step in and tell her to stop trying so hard to be like Nicki, and y'all already know, Aaliyah did not take it lightly with Ice. She said somebody needs to tell Ice Spice that absolutely nothing about this aesthetically, performance-wise, production-wise is Y2K. That all this is like Vi early Nicki Minaj pack weave. We need a new hair color and a new facial expression. Ice, I love you down, but you should put the halt button drop David L. Chappelle and redo this. Big butt and BBL bodies are the antithesis of Y2K, but like I said before, none of the backlash was enough for Ice to stop copying Nicki Minaj, because she just popped out with another look that she 100% ripped off for Nicki, and this time, Nicki wasted no time and putting her in her place. I've posted this video of her rocking a blonde hairstyle that a lot of people felt very similar to Nicki's wigs that she used to wear when she started out in the business. However, when they called her out, her hairstylist came out and flattened out Liv through her teeth. The idea for her hairstyle came from the late Princess Diana, not Nicki. Not everything her haircut came from the late Princess Diana, not Nicki. Not everything is about Nicki. This was a Princess Diana recreation, aka what she and the general public have been calling her since she's starting rapping.
Nicki Minaj is either throwing shots at Ice Spice and or Megan Thee Stallion, or both. So she went on Station Head the other day, and Nicki Minaj talked about users. And you guys, if you know Nicki Minaj, you know Nicki Minaj is going to talk in code. But if you know her well enough and you watch the energy, you can kind of decode what's going on. The only thing is, when it comes to this stuff, when the beefs or the shade is really, really early on, it's almost at this point where, you know, they try to deny it until they can undeniably, until they have to undeniably address it. You know what I mean? Like, for the longest time, people try to deny beefs. And I'll let you guys know a key way to pay attention to beefs. Like, you got to pay attention to interactions, because people can get online and you know, talk in these circles and not say names. But if people are not interacting on very pivotal moments, i.e. sharing music, and they used to do that before, or shout outs, or social media engagement becomes extremely low, far distant, or not at all, then usually there's something to that. And there's usually, okay, well, even if we're gonna still follow each other, we don't fool with each other like we used to. You know, for a while ago, it used to be this idea of like, people just unfollow.
At this point, Nicki was over it, and she decided to send a very direct warning to cut the BS out before she comes for her and gives her the attention she's so badly craving to get. Nicki said, "Let's get into this right now. I'm that B. That's number one. Number two, revisit number one before you ever think about playing P. My bumper, yele head top now." As I said before, a lot of people were on Nicki's side, and they wasted no time in supporting her, like this person who said they'd bite off Nicki and use her and act dumb. That's why Nicki is guarded when it comes to these rap girls. I mean, we all would feel the same if people do this to us in real life. No, is another person said, "I Spice trying hard to get a Nicki reaction since she's flopping. All these girls' careers take off after using and gaslighting Nicki because they know y'all hate her and she will be the bad guy no matter what." Pathetic. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about I Spice taking Nicki's style? And do y'all think Nicki is is right for putting her on blast, y'all? Be what I don't. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.